There's a moment, you don't always notice it when it happens, where the entire energy between you and someone else quietly shifts. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, but it hits you with the force of something ancient, something true. It's the moment you realize you're not imagining the tension between you two. You feel it, they feel it. And the crazy part? Neither of you has said a word, but your body knows, your instincts know, your emotions. They're already whispering the truth you're scared to admit. And that's what today's video is about. The subtle, undeniable signs that you both like each other. But neither of you is brave enough to say it first. Welcome to Be Feminine, where we decode the emotions people hide, the desires they don't say out loud, and the quiet psychology behind attraction. If you're new here, subscribe. Because understanding people deeply is a power most men never learn to use. Now, let's begin. You ever notice how some people don't just walk into your life, they shift the gravity around you? Like suddenly, conversations feel different. Time moves slower. Your awareness sharpens. You're not just noticing them. You're noticing how they notice you. There's this unspoken rhythm between you, like two mirrors reflecting the same secret. And the first sign is that your presence affects them emotionally in ways they can't hide, no matter how controlled they pretend to be. You'll see it in the micro-expressions they don't plan, the quick glances they think you didn't catch, the way their voice softens, not because they're being polite, but because something about you touches the part of them they don't show to the world. And if you're honest, you feel the same. You feel that strange discomfort around them, not the bad kind, but the kind that comes from wanting something you're trying not to want too much. It's the psychological tension between desire and denial, that invisible pull humans try so hard to bury. But attraction doesn't stay buried. You might find yourself remembering tiny details about them without meaning to. The way they laugh, the way they inhale before they speak, the exact tone they use when they call your name, calm but tinted with something warm. And here's the truth. People don't store details about someone unless that person matters to them emotionally. That's not romance. That's neuroscience. That's selective attention. Your mind only clings to the people it feels drawn to, or threatened by. And in your case, it's not fear. It's fascination. You both feel it when you talk. How conversations flow too naturally. How you don't have to force depth. It just happens. It's like your emotions recognize each other before your minds catch up. And even when you walk away, the conversation keeps replaying in your head like a song you didn't choose but can't stop humming. The sign is mutual emotional impact. They respond differently to you. They open up in ways they don't with others. They get quieter or louder or nervously playful, but always different. Because when two people like each other, their nervous systems literally sync. Their bodies calibrate. Their emotional cues mirror each other without permission. You know it's mutual when you don't feel like you're chasing anything. You're not trying to impress them. You're not trying to win them. You're just drawn. And they're drawn right back. It's subtle. It's intense. It's almost scary. Because two people who secretly like each other don't act like strangers. They act like they're trying not to reveal how much they care. There's another moment, so fragile, so easily missed, that reveals the truth more clearly than any confession ever could. It's when you catch them looking at you. Not casually, not accidentally, but with that quiet intensity people only use when they think you're not watching. It's the kind of look that feels like a fingerprint on your soul. And here's what most men never notice. Someone who doesn't like you looks away because they're indifferent. Someone who does like you looks away because they're overwhelmed. And the difference between indifference and overwhelm is night and day. When two people like each other, the eyes betray everything. They linger a second too long, soften a little too much, widen just slightly when you walk into the room. It's not something they plan. It's not even something they can control. Attraction steals discipline. It melts the mask. With them, you don't just feel seen. You feel felt. And that's the second undeniable sign. Your eyes speak a language the two of you haven't dared to translate out loud. Think about it. Why is it that with them, a 1-second glance hits harder than a 3-minute conversation with anyone else? Why does a small smile feel like it was specifically crafted for you? Why does a simple exchange of eye contact feel almost intimate? Because the eyes reveal emotional investment long before words ever do. They hold your gaze just long enough to expose the truth, then look away just fast enough to pretend it never happened. And the crazy part? You do it too. It's this dance of boldness and retreat, interest and restraint, a silent confession, a quiet surrender. Now here's where the dark psychology comes in. When two people are attracted, their pupils dilate, their blink rate changes, their focus sharpens. The eyes literally mirror emotional arousal. Humans evolved to hide their emotions, except in the eyes. That's the one place the truth leaks through. You might catch them scanning your face while you talk, lingering on your mouth for a millisecond, or glancing at you from across a room even when someone else is talking to them. Those are not random actions. Those are instincts. And hidden in those instincts is the third undeniable sign. The energy between you becomes magnetized. It's not just eye contact now, it's proximity. It's the way they drift closer without realizing it, the way they lean in when you speak, even when they can hear you perfectly fine, the way the distance between you keeps shrinking, as if the space itself is bending. People stay away from what they don't want. They stay close to what they fear losing. Attraction makes even the smallest distance feel like too much. You'll notice it in crowded rooms, how they always end up near you. You'll notice it in quiet moments, how they angle their body toward you, even if their words are directed somewhere else. You'll notice it in conversations, how they unconsciously mimic your gestures, match your tone, mirror your posture. This isn't romance, this is biology. Humans synchronize with those they desire, and when both of you are doing it, when both of you find yourselves leaning in, matching energies, softening voices, lowering defenses, that's no coincidence. That's chemistry. Raw, unfiltered, undeniable. You feel it. They feel it. And neither of you can pretend otherwise. Those are the moments that confirm everything. The invisible proof that you're not imagining the connection. It's real. It's mutual. It's already happening beneath the surface. There's a point in every growing connection where things shift from curiosity to vulnerability. And this shift is so subtle, so delicate, that if you blink, you'll miss it. But once it happens, you can't unsee it. You can't unfeel it. It's the moment when both of you stop pretending that the other person is just another human being. Because suddenly, they're not. Suddenly, you care about what they think, more than you admit. Suddenly, their words hit a little deeper. Suddenly, you feel this strange warmth when they open up. And this quiet ache when they pull away. And that's the next undeniable sign. You two become emotionally transparent around each other in ways neither of you expected. Think about it. You don't open up to everyone. You don't let people see the softer, unfiltered side of you. Most days, you move through the world guarded, holding your emotions like armor. But with this person, something changes. You find yourself lowering the walls, not out of trust, but out of instinct. It's like your heart recognizes their presence before your mind approves it. You start telling them things you don't normally share, small stories, private thoughts, old wounds you've neatly tucked away. And what's astonishing is, they do the same with you, not because you asked, not because you pushed, but because something about your presence makes them feel understood without effort. People don't reveal their scars to someone they don't care about, and they definitely don't reveal their dreams. But with each other, the conversations get deeper, softer, more real. You hear their tone shift when they talk to you. More warmth, more sincerity, less filter, less defense. You feel their emotional temperature rise. Not in dramatic confessions, but in the quiet little things. The way they share their insecurities, their hopes, the fears they've never put into words before. It's emotional intimacy growing in the shadows, and emotional intimacy is never one-sided. It's a mirror effect. When you feel safe with someone, they feel safer with you. When you soften, they soften. When you reveal a part of yourself, they reveal one too. This is the kind of connection people try to deny, but can't escape. Because once someone touches your emotional world, you can't pretend they didn't. But here's the darker, more complex truth. When two people like each other, the fear of losing the connection becomes almost as strong as the desire to deepen it. So you both become careful. You measure your words. You hesitate before texting first. You worry about saying too much, or not enough. It's not insecurity. It's emotional investment. You want to move closer, but you don't want to ruin the invisible magic between you. And they feel the exact same thing. You catch them doing those small, almost invisible acts of care, remembering something you mentioned once, checking on you when you sound off, noticing shifts in your mood before you say a word. That's not friendliness. That's emotional attunement. Two people who like each other subconsciously tune into each other's emotional frequency. It's like your intuition sharpens around them. You can sense when they're tired, when something's bothering them, when they need comfort, even without conversation. And this mutual awareness, it's impossible to fake. It's also impossible to ignore, because now it's not just eye contact, it's not just proximity, it's not just energy, it's something deeper, more intimate, more dangerous. It's the silent bond forming between you, delicate, intense, undeniable. There comes a moment, and it always arrives quietly, when the connection between two people stops feeling accidental. It stops feeling like chemistry or coincidence. It starts feeling intentional, even if neither of you intended for it to happen. It's the moment when you realize, this person is changing you, not dramatically, not loudly, but in small, undeniable ways. Your mood shifts when they're around. Your thoughts sharpen when they speak. Your guard softens when they smile at you in that particular way, the way that feels almost private, and suddenly, you're not just reacting to them, you're anticipating them. That's the next sign. Your body and mind start to predict each other, like you're learning a language you never studied, but somehow already speak. You know the exact moment they're about to laugh. You feel when they're about to say something meaningful. You sense when something's bothering them even before they put it into words. Because mutual attraction heightens intuition. You don't just see each other. You sense each other, and that's what most people don't understand. Real connection isn't loud. It's not fireworks and dramatic confessions. It's quiet. It's slow. It's two nervous systems learning to read each other in silence. You feel this strange magnetic comfort when you're around them, like your presence fits next to theirs in a way you can't explain. It's not logic. It's not planned. It's something deeper, something primal. Humans gravitate toward emotional safety, and the people we like become the ones who feel safest, even if the world doesn't know it yet. But here's the darker layer. When two people like each other, the fear doesn't come from rejection. It comes from exposure. Because liking someone doesn't just make you vulnerable, it makes you visible. And so you both start doing these tiny protective behaviors you're not even conscious of. You fix your posture around them without realizing it. They adjust their hair, their clothes, their tone, subtle signals of wanting to be seen in the best light. You overthink your replies, then delete them, then type them again. They hesitate before sending something, then check to see how quickly you read it. Small anxieties, wrapped in quiet hope. You both feel this pressure, not from each other, but from the possibility of more. The possibility of us. And that's why the most undeniable sign appears. The connection starts influencing your decisions. You think differently. You behave differently. Not dramatically, just slightly, but deeply. You find yourself wanting to become a better version of yourself, not to impress them, but because something about them awakens the part of you that doesn't want to waste your own potential. And here's the psychological truth. We only feel inspired to grow around people we're emotionally invested in. No one changes for someone they don't care about. No one improves for someone who means nothing. If this person has you questioning your habits, rethinking your routines, or dreaming bigger dreams, it's because your soul is already leaning toward them, long before your words ever do. And the same happens with them. You'll notice it in the subtle ways they respond to you, more thoughtful, more present, more intentional. People don't offer effort where they feel nothing. Now the connection is mutual, emotional, transformative. Two hearts slowly stepping into each other's gravity, trying not to fall too fast, but falling anyway, inch by inch, moment by moment. And whether you admit it or not, your lives are already beginning to orbit around each other. There's a final moment, the rarest, the quietest, the most revealing of them all. It doesn't come with a kiss or a confession or some dramatic movie scene. It comes unexpectedly, in the smallest, simplest interaction. It's when you both stop pretending that the connection is normal. Maybe it's the way your hand accidentally brushes theirs and neither of you pulls away. Maybe it's the way they say your name, so softly, so intentionally, that it feels like a secret. Maybe it's the silence between you that suddenly feels warm instead of awkward. Whatever form it takes, it's the moment when the reality finally settles in. You don't feel this way with everyone. They don't behave this way with everyone. This is different. And you know what gives it away more than anything? The way both of you start to protect the connection, not from each other, but from the world. You stop talking about them casually. They stop mentioning you lightly. You both guard whatever this is with a kind of quiet reverence, because without saying it out loud, you both know it means something. Dark psychology calls this emotional exclusivity. It's when your nervous system assigns someone a higher emotional priority slot. Even before your brain consciously admits it, it's the final, undeniable sign that the feeling is mutual. They think about you when something good happens. You think about them when something goes wrong. You share moments in your head before you share them out loud. And that's because your connection has crossed an invisible threshold. You've become part of each other's inner emotional world. You start catching yourself wanting them around during the best parts of your day. They start associating comfort with the sound of your voice. You both replay conversations long after they've ended. Your minds, without permission, begin stitching each other into the fabric of your lives. This isn't infatuation. This isn't coincidence. This is resonance, two emotional frequencies aligning. But here's the deepest truth, the one most people never recognize. When two people genuinely like each other, the signs stop looking like signals and start looking like behavior. Consistent, persistent, unconscious. It's the tenderness in their eyes, the softness in your tone, the tiny sacrifices neither of you mentions. The way you both stay a little longer, even when you should be leaving. The way conversations stretch into hours without either of you noticing the time. And perhaps the most powerful sign of all, you feel safe with them in ways you can't logically explain. Not because they're perfect, not because they're flawless, but because your heart recognizes something in them, something familiar, something warm, something rare. Safety isn't created by words, it's created by presence. And the presence you feel around them? It's not imagined, it's not one-sided, it's not a coincidence, it's mutual. Two souls don't move toward each other by accident. Two energies don't intertwine for no reason. Feelings don't grow unless something inside both of you is feeding them. So if you're experiencing these signs, the emotional pull, the synchronized energy, the vulnerable conversations, the protective instinct, the quiet comfort, then you already know the truth. You both like each other. You both feel it. And even if no one says it yet, the connection is already alive, breathing, unfolding. It's only a matter of time before one of you finally admits it. And when that moment comes, it won't be a surprise. It'll feel like the next step in something that began long before either of you realized it. If this resonated with you, if it opened your eyes to something you already felt in your bones, don't forget to subscribe to Be Feminine. Here, We uncover the psychology behind desire, connection, and the emotions people try to hide. Until next time, stay aware, stay intentional, and never ignore the signs your heart is trying to show you.